In 2010, the Maldivian government signed an agreement with Indian company Kargawal 18 SG to conduct a housing project in the small island nation. The then government had announced that under the project, 500 housing units and 50 luxury villas will be developed on land in congested capital Male. The project, which was initially agreed upon as a public-private partnership venture, became a beacon of hope for the community, as housing will be provided without spending from the state treasury. According to the agreement, the project, which was to be carried out in 2 phases, should be completed within 36 months of signing the agreement. When the agreement was signed between Kargawal 18 SG and the Maldivian government on the 26th of February 2010, it was agreed that the government will buy 80% of the housing units developed under this project from Kargawal 18 SG at the rate of $72,500 per housing unit. The government has also agreed that 20% of the housing units and luxury villas and commercial areas would be given to Kargawal 18 SG to sell, lease and sublease as free sale. This agreement was signed with the understanding that it is the developer's responsibility to finance, develop and construct whatever is required under the agreement. According to the agreement, the state does not have to do anything related to construction, finance or completion of the project. As compensation, the state had pledged 30,000 square feet of land from Male and 40,000 square feet of land from Kafetol Tilafushi for the developer's personal use, in addition to allowing the construction material required for the project to be imported without duty and waive deposit fees of laborers. However, these are not privileges granted to other companies carrying out similar projects. It is noteworthy that land was issued for the project from areas in Male City where land value is highest, such as the land plot that used to house former Arabia School on the city's main road Majidi Magu, and the land plot that used to house the Government Employees Club on Sosa Magu, which is another major street of the city, a land plot on the widest and longest road Amini Magu, as well as another land plot from Majidi Magu where Odeon is located. In addition to these land plots, one of the most beautiful uninhabited islands in the country, Lavian Atoll's Losalafushi, has also been given to the company to build luxury villas under this project. While nearly 4 years have passed since Maldivians have been waiting for the fruits of this project, which was agreed to be completed within 36 months, today there is no sign of the project's completion. And while the project remains at a hopeless standstill at the moment, there is no telling when the project will resume, and the people of Maldives who deserve housing under the project will be able to get the opportunity. Although the first phase of the project was to be completed by May 2012, the project has been at a standstill for 2 years. As a result, expensive land plots in the city also remain unused and held up. While several changes were brought to the agreement to provide benefits only for the developer in the form of amendments and addendums, 1 year into the agreement, the name of the developer company Kargawal 18 SG Developers Private Limited was changed to SG 18 Developers Private Limited. And Apex Realty Private Limited, the company registered in Maldives as an assignee developer of the project, was brought into the project in a questionable manner through an amendment brought to the agreement. Many amendments brought to the agreement during the Nasheed administration raise questions. The agreement was signed initially with the understanding that the state will not have to incur anything on the project in terms of money. However, when several issues surfaced and the project came to a halt, the Nasheed administration had given 21 million rupiah from state funds to Apex Realty, the assignee developer company, in the name of resuming the project. Meanwhile, the contractor of the project, Aima Construction, received only $6.5 million from the project, and the construction work carried out in Male under the project was the amount of work that they could carry out with the $6.5 million. President Nasheed's successor, President Dr. Muhammad Wahid's government had also tried to restart the project. However, once again, Maldivian people had to pay additional amounts for the project. The Wahid administration had also spent 21 million rupiah on the project. In addition to the unusual benefits provided, a total of 42 million rupiah was given to the project developer from state funds, yet there is no hope or sign of the project's resumption. Meanwhile, new issues that raise questions about the project have surfaced. While the agreement of the project is circulating in the media, there is no proof of how and if Indian business giant Tata Group entered the project. However, the Maldivian government has held discussions with Tata Group twice about the project. According to sources, the company has informed that the project cannot be carried out unless an additional $9 million is given to them by the Maldivian government. While the government has agreed to waive duty and labor fees to provide 70,000 square feet of land from two areas for the private use of the company, to buy 80% of the housing units developed by the developer company, and to provide 20% of the housing units developed by the developer for the developer to reap benefits, the question arises as to why the state has to pay the amounts required to finance the project to the private partner. In addition, if the company fails to complete the project by the given deadline as per the agreement, the company will be fined by a relatively small amount. If the project is not completed by the deadline, the company will be fined just $1,500 per 30 days, starting from the 8th day from the deadline. This is another indication that the agreement was formulated with several such benefits for the company. While Tata Housing has been written in bold type on billboards where the project's work had been carried out, even the Maldivian government has not revealed how the Tata Group has come into a project handed over to Kargawal 18SG developers. According to sources, during President Abdullah Yamin's recent visit to India as well, Tata had tried to pressure the Maldivian government to attain additional advantages. Housing Minister Dr. Muhammad Muizzu had said that the Indian High Commissioner to the Maldives, Rajiv Shahare, also held discussions with the Maldivian government regarding the project. While the housing units being built on the land plots that housed Odeon and Government Employees Club, as well as the 35 luxury villas being built in Los Alafushi, will not provide any benefits to the state, the motive behind the changes that were brought to the agreement to provide complete benefits to the developer is unknown. According to the latest information, contractor of the project IMA Construction has taken the issue to the court. Meanwhile, there is no information about the existence of an Indian company named Kargawal 18SG Developers Private Limited on the internet or on any other sources that provide information regarding Indian companies. Therefore, it raises questions about the issue of changing the name of Kargawal 18SG Developers to SG18 Developers and providing millions from the state funds to Apex Realty, the assignee developer registered in the Maldives. Although billboards have been put up on an iron rod on a building where barriers and pillars can be seen in the name of Tata SG18 Housing, the question that arises is whether this is a hollow dream being shown to the poor people of Maldives in order to a famous Indian company to gain illicit benefits from them. While a project that was to be completed within 3 years remains incomplete for nearly 4 years, the only thing that is visible is the skeletal structure of the building. Colors of the dream shown by claiming to develop retail zones the likes of which the country has never seen and to solve the issue of housing faced by Male can only be seen on the billboards put up outside the building.